Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Red's Orchids. Now I just want to have a look at my three big Angraecums today. I've been asked how the vetii is going on, because it would started a new growth, so we'll have a look at that. And this first one is a vetii. The second one here is a crestwood. They've all flowered before, many times, but the vetii only once since I chopped it down a few years ago. And the other one down here is the sesquipedale. But really I want to talk about the vetii. Now the vetii was the first Angraecum which was hybridised, and this was the late 1800s by a man called John Sendon. And I've just been wondering, it's probably the same Sendon who gave his name to Phragmipedium sedenii. I think that might be right, because this gentleman was a big hybridiser of plants, and he did it, say, in the late 1800s to the beginning of the 1900s. And the cross was made between Hibernium, which was the pollen plant, and the seed plant, let me get it right, the seed plant was Hibernium and the pollen plant was sesquipedale. And these plants become very large and it's a moderate grower as far as speed is concerned. They're not very slow like Paphiopedilums. And if you have one and it hasn't yet flowered, then after its first flowering, that's when it starts to putting out basal cakeys. I'll show you this one. This vetii finished flowering about 3 months ago. There it's all bloom there, and there's a new cakey coming out of it. So it's right what it says, that they start throwing cakeys out from the basal part, and once this basal part, once this cakey gets growing well, then it'll keep on spreading and sending out more cakeys. That'd be nice. Now I've had this plant many years, and you saw me chopping the Renanthera down the other day. This has been done at least 3 times. For the simple reason is because the plants get far too big and I won't be able to move them around in and out of the house. So every time it gets a certain height, I just chop it down, provided there's enough roots there to go into the pot. The beauty about these is that if you can keep them warm the whole year round, similar to what you will keep the Phalaenopsis species, then it will carry on growing all the year round. But come to winter, if you let it cool down to 15, 16, it'll just stop growing or slow down completely. So one, two, three. Another thing about these plants is they don't like their roots being bothered around too much. So that's why I've got this in they're all in big pots, so I don't have to move them very much. I mean, this hasn't been planted now for a few years, I don't think. It's still in bark. I'd love to take it out and put it in laker, but the amount of, put it in, a mixture of laker and lava rock, it cost me a fortune to do it all that over here. So as far as watering goes and feeding these, they like to be kept damp with just a little drying period of, give it a day and a half between waterings, or before it needs watering again. Now all Angraecums suffer from fungus issues on the leaves, and you can see this one here where it's got the dark marks on the leaves. Well, that's nothing but fungus. A lot of people said it was spider mites, but it's not spider mites at all. It's a type of fungus. So if you buy one of these plants small and it's nice and clean, spray it with a good fungicide every month, and then you'll finish up with a beautifully clean plant. If you spray them with fungus when they've got it, it will slowly disappear, providing you keep spraying it with the fungicide. Now there's not much more I can say about these. They're a lovely plant. The flowers on them are absolutely gorgeous, and they flower probably towards the back end of autumn. Some are a little bit different when they can't make their mind up whether to flower or not, and when they do flower, the flowers really come out with their perfume at night, and for the simple reason is that they need the flowers pollinating at night by moths. So that's why they smell beautiful in an evening, so that they can get the pollinator to them. Well, tomorrow I'm at an orchid show, one of our monthly societies. I missed the last month for some reason. I don't exactly know what it was, but I couldn't get there. And tomorrow I'm going to the show, and I'll make sure I get a nice little video of what goes on there. You know, we have raffles, and but mainly I'll try and get the plants. There should be some nice plants there, and I'll get the names of the plants. So thank you very much for watching. Until I see you again, hope everybody's well.